one touch and I'm lost inside your love. Just one touch means more than words can say. Just one touch and I know I'm gonna stay for always. Gypsy road.
All right.
Oh man, you know when it's a Monday is when you're getting prepared, you're thinking you're ready, and then all suddenly you turn it on, right? What it is I got my laptop back from the shop. They fixed it, and actually it was free of charge because it was a software issue. It wasn't a mechanical issue.
Oh.
So I didn't need to start a GoFundMe account so people could buy me a new computer.
Oh, thank God.
So that's the good thing. But
It could have cost
we got it
thousands of
working.
dollars.
But what happened was I was uploading some stuff into StreamYard to I was creating some intros for some elements of the show, like Grandpa's World.
Yeah.
And then when I went to my regular desktop downstairs to jump on, it says I can't because I'm still on my other computer. And that's never happened before. I never had that. So I was like, I don't have time to find out why I can't StreamYard on this one with the other computer. So I just got my laptop down here, and hopefully that maybe with this new software they put in that it doesn't like freeze out. You know how you and I had that problem where it just keep freezing and freezing?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it doesn't do that. But by doing all that, like I said, it just kind of like, damn, I got 3 minutes to get on, and it's not. And
you got cool people, man. Everybody's cool.
Postponing like 5 to 10 minutes, but the problem you have is on Facebook, when you create a time to come on, you got like a short window to come on, because if you don't come on, it shuts down Facebook.
Yeah.
And I don't want to I don't want to shut down Facebook because we got some good people that actually watch us through Facebook.
Yeah, they don't YouTube it. They watch it through Facebook, which is kind of cool. Yeah, everybody has their own platform to play with and live on. Yeah.
So I am going to be playing some I got some topics. I got a lot of topics. I got a lot of cool topics where there's different intros, topics of the show, where there's Grandpa's World in the middle. There's our news from the world. So there's a lot. But like I said, once you get your laptop back from a small vacation, it's like you're rushing. But let me tell you a little bit about my vacation before we get into these topics.
Yeah.
We got some people to come in. I had some I should have a wrench because I was first. Let me see here. Sometimes you need a vacation, right? You just need a vacation. And there's sometimes in life you can get bad luck from vacation. And this is what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
No, not like bad luck. Okay, so the first day, what I'm trying to do is at the same time, I'm trying to make sure that we're on every channel. So hold on a second. Let me just put this in real quick.
Oh.
I want to make sure we're working. Like I said, I apologize for being a slacker on this, but like I said, I didn't realize I was going to have a couple extra issues. Here, let me do this, and I'll tell you. Okay, so the first day we get there, we go, straight to the ocean, and we get out of the car. I'm almost done what I'm doing at the same time. I'm trying to multitask, and when you try to multitask, it's hard to think, but I'm trying to make sure that the live show, because what I do is I also play the live show on a YouTube stream just to make sure that everything is working, or if people are being like jackasses, whatever, I can time them out. So I'm just doing one click, and I'll tell you. Here we go. Oh, car. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. And let me just there's a Rick Swain is in the chat. I'm giving him a wrench because he's a good guy. He's been with us for a while. So Rick, you got a wrench. Okay, but now beyond that, okay. So we're walking on the beach. First day we get there, and we're walking. And we're walking on the road part where the ground is more solid.
Okay.
And I didn't realize there's a small little pothole.
Oh, you did not hurt.
We all know I injured my knee pretty bad. I can't remember, early in the year last year, where I actually had to go to the doctor.
I remember that.
I had these crunches. I stepped in it and I twisted my ankle. And I heard a little pop. Now, don't get me wrong, right? So I twisted my ankle a little bit. Now, so when it first happened, it was hurting like a motherfucker. Knee was hurting. Okay, so I'm starting out this vacation with a messed up knee now. Now, if I was walking on a road, it wasn't as bad where I need crutches. So I can walk on it, but you just feel it. You just feel the pain.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now imagine that, you're feeling the regular pain, but you're walking in sand. You know how you're walking on the beach? It's harder. So the whole weekend, it's better now. Once I got back, I took some of my medication that I have for the tear. It actually helps on it. But just walking on the sand, messing up your knee the very first day you're there, it's not. Did
you wrap it? I mean, you put wrap on it, like a tight band or something like that?
I had nothing. I had no wraps. I actually didn't wrap it. It's one of those things where if you keep walking, you kind of stretch out the muscle. It kind of starts to feel better.
Yeah.
Hey, people in the chat, let me know if I'm sounding all right, because like I said, I'm back on the laptop. I got this hooked up, but I don't know how I look or sound. So people in the chat, if I sound like shit, look ugly, let me know.
You look like shit, but you sound good.
Okay. So
good.
So walking in the sand, that's fine, right? So we're staying at a casino hotel.
Casino.
It's Ocean Shores. There's a casino hotel that has its own access to the beach, whatever. Okay,
now,
so
is this a Native American or is this a state owned?
No, it's Native American. It's actually a Native American one.
Yeah.
They got nice hotels. So
really
go in,
nice.
right? You go in, right? So when you go in, first of all, good. I sound good. Okay, you got to have a mask to get in, or you got to have a real medical card with your name on it. You can't have a printout, whatever. You can't have it to get in. So that's not a problem. I have a real medical card. That's not a problem. So when you walk in, they go stand in front of the camera. So I'm thinking, taking my picture because I'm staying here or something. No, the camera does a diagram of your whole body and does your temperature.
Oh no!
No, yes, yeah. So they had this. I thought they're taking a picture because I thought maybe I'm staying here at this casino. They want to know who you are because you give them your ID, right? So they take a pic. They do a gun. They snap the barcode on to know who you are, right? So then they do a whole body temperature. Of course, I pass the temperature, and they always ask you the question. I'm like, well, if I'm sick, I don't think I would want to be here. So, but regardless, right? So we finally get in. We checked in and all that. You got people wearing masks. You got some people don't, which I don't care if people wear masks or not. It's not a bother to me at all. I'm not one of those people like, oh my God, you're a freak. I don't believe in that. I believe in free will. People have free will. They have the right to choose what they want to choose. That's just my belief. But saying that, right? Saying that, we're going to the elevator to go up. And this is no shit. The lady comes out wearing a mask. Like I said, I don't care if she's wearing a mask, but you know what she was doing?
What?
She did this. She stuck her hand out. Oh shit, hold on.
We're professional. We're professional, guys.
Okay. Sorry about that. She stuck her hand like, and nobody was near the elevator door. She stuck her hand out like this. Like, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. And I was like, and I got like stuff back in the head because I said this. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say this, but I said, "Why are you here?" I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
listen,
you're in a hotel if you're afraid of the fucking coronavirus.
if you're at a casino or you're staying at a hotel and you got to stick your hand out to make sure everybody's away from you, if you're that afraid, stay home. Listen, I don't care if somebody's wearing a mask or not. It doesn't bother me. I'm not one of those people like, you're a freak. I don't care. I don't care if people wearing masks or not. But if you're that afraid where you got to stick out your hand to make sure people are, next to you, you should go. I mean, I'm serious, Bob. Why are you here?
You're in a casino, man.
You're in a casino. You're right. You're in a casino. You're gambling, and you're like
in a casino, and you're worried about the coronavirus. Okay. Come on, man. What's fucking wrong with people? So stupid. But she's scared for her life. She could fucking die, Eric.
And you know what? If you're worried about that, that's fine. You got every right to believe in what you want.
Yeah,
don't go to a casino and then like when you're walking around, stick your hand out to make sure everybody's around you. Because if you sit at a slot machine, you're sitting next to people. Now, some slot machines do have like a glass.
Oh no!
Yeah. Some slot machines do. Which whatever. And if you're staying in a room, if you're that afraid, why are you staying in a room? She must be staying in a room because she came out of elevator to the rooms. So I'm just dumbfounded, right? And like, why the hell are you here? Okay, now
that's like a vegetarian, Eric. A vegetarian going to a bullfight. A vegetarian going to a bullfight. You're gonna watch a cow die. If you're a vegetarian, you don't go to bullfights. If you're afraid of the corona, you don't go to casinos. Stupid.
I had a lady do that to me at a grocery store, and I was like 6 feet away. And you know what? Okay.
Oh my God.
I guess if you're afraid, I guess you have to go to a grocery store. Maybe, get food, but a casino, you don't have to go there, man. And even my sister, I'm like, and I kept saying, like, why are you here then? Listen, you can wear the mask or not. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I got better things in life to worry about what you're thinking. But just don't stick your hand out, okay? Now, there was a new restaurant, Bob. I know you've been to Ocean Shores before. There's a new restaurant. It's called like Fish Shack or something. It's like the name Shack, whatever. Fish Shack, Rock Shack. I don't know, right? Okay, and they sell fish. They sell fish and shrimps and all that, right? Okay, so I want you to hear this. Okay, so we order our fish. Okay, so when you order your fish, right? They sit you at the table. You got to sit down, and then they don't take your order at your table. You got to walk up to a cash register, but only one person's allowed.
Oh,
only one person allowed to order the food. No big deal. No big deal, right? I got all the kids. My daughter wants fish. BOT, whatever. I go up there. We order the food. All right. So they deliver the food to your table, and there's like no ketchup, no nothing. No. What is the one thing you dip your fish in, Bob? What is the one thing you dip your fish in?
Tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. This is where it comes in, right? There's no tartar sauce. So I go up there. I found where there's free ketchup, and I can't find no tartar sauce. So the waitress comes back. I go, can we get some tartar sauce? Oh, you got to go up there to the register and get the tartar sauce. Okay, whatever, right? So I go back in line. I get back in line to tartar sauce. So we ask for tartar sauce, and they go, okay, that's $1.08. I'm like, but we never got tartar sauce for our fish. Oh, you gotta tartar sauce doesn't come with the food. You got to pay for it. And it's like whoa. It's like okay, hold on. the $1.08's not the issue. Paying $1 for, say they already gave you tartar sauce and you want extra, paying for extra, no problem.
Yeah.
But hold on. You're going to charge me $1.08 for a tartar sauce that you serve us fish on the table. There's fish there that everybody knows that tartar sauce goes with fish. What kind of place charges you for tartar sauce? Now, if we didn't order fish, I guess you could say, well, since you didn't order fish, it's $1.08. I could take that. But we had fish, and you charging us for tartar sauce?
No, did you get lemon or did you get vinegar?
No, they actually have some vinegar by the ketchup where you could pour vinegar. At least that's free.
Okay.
But the thing is, you eat tartar sauce with your fish.
Traditionally, yeah.
You're going to charge $1 to have tartar sauce for a fish that you already have? Oh, yeah. I like this. That's a tartar tax.
That's a tartar tax. Retardia.
Listen, if they said, well, Eric, you already used some tartar sauce, we have to charge you for anything extra. Okay, cool. But okay, what if you are poor? I'm serious. What if you are poor and you had exactly enough for the fish?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me that you can't have tartar sauce, you gotta pay extra?
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be poor in a casino. They know that. That's why they're fucking with you, because it's the casino. It's a Native American casino.
No. This wasn't actually at the casino. This is actually in the town of Ocean Shores. This is a regular restaurant right off the beach.
Oh, that's stupid then. They're just ripping.
At a casino, I can see a casino charging you for everything. I can see that.
Well, they're jacking you up vacations. Remember, everybody can't leave. You can't go nowhere. You can't go to you can barely go to the next town for a staycation. And so now all the fucking restaurants that are open are trying to make the extra money because they didn't make any money originally. So now they're jacking you for it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? If they would have a sign for that and say, I would understand that, right? Because when you pay up there, they ask you if you want to do a tip, and you're at a restaurant, even though you're ordering your own food, I guess. I mean, you're paying a tip and you're not getting tartar sauce and you pour your own soda. So the waitresses, all they do is drop off the food and pick it up, right? So
then, fuck it. Give me the tip back. I've done all the work. Fuck that. That's what the whole idea of a tip is. A little bit of extra lovin's there. They get no lovin's. They're like whores. I mean, I was a waiter for a little bit, dude. I did bartending. You were a fucking male whore. You were a whore to the people. You were a whore. You're selling yourself. You're being flirtatious. You're a fucking whore. Or you're a stand-up comedian, or you're some kind of entertainer, because anybody knows a waiter, they're begging for free money. They're getting fucking they're handout people. They're fucking, no offense, because I used to do it, so I know how it is. That's why I can say it. I'm not just criticizing people. But you tip them for that. That's why you get a tip. Do a little fucking jiggle dance, man, or whatever it is for the extra money. That's what
you're tipping before you even know how good your service is.
Right. It's don't work that way. So now
and the soda you pour is not like, it's not Coke or Pepsi, it's their own brand. So I guess,
Wow.
And it's like, and then you go to an ice cream, homemade ice cream. I want a shake. I want a good shake. I go strawberry shake. Oh, we don't have strawberry. Oh, we have our own kind. And it's like, we have cookie cake shake, like cookie cake shake. I don't know if that tastes good. No, it's all right. It's just weird. I told you that Ocean Shores is really that when you don't have a lot of money, that's the poor man's ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
But beyond that, it is beautiful when you get to stand there and you just get to look out at the ocean. How powerful the ocean is. It kind of helps you forget about life, kind of like what's going on in life. So it does feel good.
Good.
All that. So I just had we're gonna get to our news story of the day, but I just wanted to bring that out. It's just like I said, I'm not trying to be a cheapskate, people. It's not about the $1.08. It's just tartar sauce goes with fish. And if you order fish, you should get a goddamn tartar sauce. Me, but, like I said, my knee's better, but it's just, walking around the sand with a busted knee. It's just like.
Well, I went to Costco today. I've gotten first time ever since 3 years. Well, it's only started a year ago. I got carded for. I got medical carded. Usually, I just walk in and say I'm medical. I don't wear a mask. I'm not gonna have my body rot from the inside out. So, I always just say retardation. I'm American. Sorry. And then this time there was an Indian guy, Punjabi guy, and I don't blame him. He's doing his job. He says, "You have a card?" I was like, "Oh, yeah." First time they ever asked for the card. So I pulled out my medical card. I said, "Here you go." He's like, "Okay, go ahead." He's wearing a face shield. So I go into Costco because I'm broke. So I got some hot dogs. They're real fucking cheap. I got hot dogs and a baked potato with chili. So it's really good for like under $5, whatever. So it's cheap. So yeah, I'm looking around Costco as an anthropological fucking study, and I've noticed everybody's got masks. They're really strict. Everyone, but not 100%. There was a few people walking around without them on, and I'm sure they're the ones that downloaded the medical card. And I can see the people who don't wear them, their lights are lit up. Like they're a little bit awake. They're awake. They're not going for it. They're just like, I ain't doing it. I can see everybody else is kind of into the routine of life, and they're just doing the routine. They're doing what they got to do to live. But then there's people that don't wear them. You can always see the ones who don't wear them because they're like a little bit more, I don't know, not scared in the face. They're not scared. So I always thought that was interesting to look at the people. Almost a little angry looking. I'm like, you don't need to be angry, but they looked a little bit angry. So I almost like the people with the masks. They look nice. They don't look mad. Just saying. They look angry without it. I'm like, just don't look angry. Look happy. The idea is, you don't wear one, then be happy. Show everyone that you have a smile. Smile. If you don't have one, then smile.
Well, everybody on the beach, everybody's actually walking on the beach. You didn't see one mask.
Well, that's what, I figured.
Everybody's having a great time. I mean, people are still keeping their distance away, but when you go to a beach, you kind of keep your distance anyway. You don't sit like right next to somebody anyway.
Yeah.
That was cool. But hey, we're gonna go straight into the Gypsy Road newspaper stories of the day. I thought that'll be fun. I apologize for not having any guests yet, but when you come back from vacation, I'll work on getting guests. So, but I'll make sure we have some topics here. So I'm gonna play the little 10-second intro to the newspaper. All right. Hopefully you were like, what the fuck was that? I think it's kind of cool. I like it. Actually, I'm going to do two stories. This first story was sent to me in an email from Sharkakan Na. Cool. Na. Now, this is more towards tomorrow, Bob. This is a little research that you could do. Before we get to the main story about the Blink 182 alien thing, I'm going to read this email to you to do this research because tomorrow on Horror Talk, we're going to be talking about the movie The Thing, correct?
Yes, I'll watch it tonight. I got it downloaded.
Okay, this is why I wanted to read this right now so you can look for this because this came from, like I said, Sharkakan Na. This is what he wrote. Hey, brother, something I noticed a few months ago as a Mandela Effect altered for myself was the character of the Doc. Okay. So when you watch the Thing tonight, the character the Doc, right? This is what he's saying. Here that old dude has an earring. So for one thing, the Doc has an earring, which is a bit funny as that was mentioned in the last part of The Thing, made as a prequel of the John Carpenter that got bad reviews. I thought they did a really good job trying to connect it as right before we experienced John Carpenter. Anyhow, ask Robert if he remembered as I do or not. But yeah, earrings for that old dude, Dr. the Dr. Doc. Nope, not my timeline realm with base. So basically, what Sharkanaut is saying is, in the movie, The Thing. Look at his earring because there's a change in it that he remembers. He want to know if you remember any kind of change with the earring, and apparently there was a 2011 The Thing.
Yeah.
First, you thought the 2011 Thing was a remake, but technically it wasn't a remake. It was the prequel to John Carpenter's The Thing, which it wasn't to me. Wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I think a lot of people didn't like the prequel because when you remember The Thing, you remember Kirk Russell, you remember the man action star. In the prequel, it wasn't the man action, it was a woman action, which I thought it was fine. It wasn't like that, but apparently, I guess I don't remember that movie too well. He said to the end, maybe they showed the doctor, maybe the earrings are different.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna blank my face out. I'm gonna just kind of do a random watch, trying to get ear. See, the thing about earrings is that's something. I've got a memory. Everyone knows I have a memory problem. However, when I remember something, it's solid. And the way I remember things is I'm a sarcastic motherfucker, so I make fun of things. If it looks funny, I laugh at it. I remember it. If it looks out of place and I make a joke about it, I will remember it. That's how I. So if homeboy has a particular earring or an earring at all, my mind it has a bell or it don't go off or goes off. I'm like, bullshit. I would have made fun of that, or I would have said how stupid that guy looks with it. It clicks. That's how my shit clicks. So I'm gonna watch it, Eric. I'm gonna see what he's talking about. I would definitely keep an eye out for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason I brought it up today as one of our stories here is just because if people, some people like to watch a movie that we're going to be talking about for tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I will look at that. I will definitely look at that. I'm watching it tonight, or tonight or tomorrow morning, either or. But I'm going to be watching it because I take long walks. So.
So that was the first small story. Now we're going to get into the bigger story, and I'm just trying to. Let me see here. Let me see. Oh, that's not the one. Hold on. I got the story. I know I'm a slacker. Like I said, I was doing everything at the last minute just because I got my laptop back and all that. So here we go. Let me get this ready.
Cool.
Second story. Let me play the intro again. Now you brought this up before. We do a share screen. Open system preference. Google Chrome would like to record. Like the what? Oh, I don't want to record the screen. That was weird. It's like since you got a brand new, not brand new, but brand new programs on the laptop. It's like it's asking everything all over again.
Yeah, from scratch. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know. Go ahead.
Well, part of it is I wanted to look up 11 celebrities that who believes in aliens, UFOs. You know, and one she said she was abducted. So one of these people have said they have been abducted, and then part of that article was actually the Blink 182. So I just wanted to show that picture, but I'm going to show the actual article where this is
Angels and Airways. That's not Blink 182.
Well,
Tom
he
left Blink, which he's stupid to do, but he left Blink 182 to go to Angels and Airways.
Yeah, but no, in the world, most people know, they know Blink 182, not Airwaves. So
yeah,
okay, let me see here. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure it's up. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, even if anybody else wants to read this article, I'll be more prepared Wednesday once everything. I know a lot about this, but I'm going to put this article in the chat just in case anybody who wants to see it themselves.
Smart.
Okay. In the wake of revelations of a $22 million Pentagon program for UFO research, Blink 182 co-founder Tom DeLonge's interest in the extraterrestrial life and unidentified aerial phenomena garnered renewed attention. But the guitarist and singer isn't the only celebrity who has a deep-seated interest in aliens and UFOs. So, I mean, we're going to go down the article, but if you Blink-182 now, he got a $22 million like contract. Now, this is, it is interesting that you know more about this guy than I do, Bob.
I know all about this shit.
You know the story, but now I don't know how much this guy was into UFOs before Blink-182. Now, I don't. First of all, if you're an artist, if you're a singer, if you're in a band, it doesn't mean your original love is not real or not. All because you're an artist should not take away if you have love for other things. Now, Bob, what do you know about this contract they have with this guy from Blink-182?
Well, what it was is Tom DeLonge. Okay, so he was in Angels. He was in Blink-182. Okay, then he broke off from Blink. He was approached. This is allegedly, and I think it smells of my flags are fucking waving like red flags all over this bullshit. However, it is happening. It is going forward with a fucking plan. Yeah. Whatever. So
yeah, this is on Newsweek. This is on a Newsweek article about this. So this ain't small time.
Tom DeLonge was approached by what we call the intelligence department, and he was given some information about UFOs, and he's the spokesperson for a soft disclosure. So it's called soft disclosure about the UFO activity, the unidentified flying object activity. And so he also got the so-called claim to meet high-ranking generals. And but the thing is, it's a nonprofit. Well, not a nonprofit. They're taking money from the people. The government's not giving them anything. Originally, not giving them anything. This is. He also has. I think it's a To the Stars Academy, or Reach for the Stars, or To the Stars Academy. It's a whole pledge thing where you could donate lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money to this organization that is going out and divulging information. They're working with the government as a mediary with the United States government and the governments and with the civilian corp, whatever, and they're getting the information, and they're going to do a soft closure and tell you about the UFOs. So Tom DeLonge, who's also he formed a band called Angels and Airways. Now, back in my time, the way my fucking brain works, it was Angels and Airways. And then something happened. I don't know. I'm misremembering on this one because now it's switched to Angels and Airwaves. Waves. Now, I thought I was crazy, but I found many other people that are misremembering like myself. They remember of Angels and Airways, not airwaves, airwaves, which means flat now. It used to be airways, but now it's airwaves. So he also he made a lot of songs. He used to. I've actually got pictures of him wearing the American flag on his arm, where the blue box was in the left corner, and now he's got jackets that switched with the blue box with the stars in it now in the right corner. So he has also announced himself as Freemason. He's proud of it. He wears the Freemason symbolisms on his shirts, on his jackets, on his hats. And so now he's actually involved, openly involved with Freemasonry. That's not a bad thing. I'm not putting him down for that. Okay, big deal. So he's been soft disclosuring all these paranormal UFO events, but he's been doing a series of talk shows. And every time he comes on the talk show, now I know lies. I'm an experienced person for the United States military, the United States Navy, and I know pantomimes and I know lies. The guy knows some shit, and he's playing a game with people. He's looking down. He's telling you little bits of information just to feed you enough to get you interested in the idea of the UFO phenomenon. He has been playing with people on the news. He's been playing with people on interviews with the YouTube. He's just been playing this smirky little fuck in the background and playing smirky little fuck games by giving you little smidges of false or real information that he has modified. So he's not lying 100%, but he's not telling you everything. And he's not telling you everything because if you hear more about it, you're going to just blow it off. So I know all about him. Now, he's taking in millions of dollars, Eric, like you just read there. This guy is getting
22 million.
Yeah, millions of dollars from donations from the public across the globe, back of the turtle, the fucking cube, whatever you want to call this place, taking in all kinds of donations. So he's raking it in, and he's got a nice desk, and it's got all the stuff for it, and it's basically doing shit. He's just a propagandist, 100% propagandist. I love Blink-182. I love the music. I love Angels and Airways. I love their music. But the little fucker is a little fucker. And is what he's doing, he's just playing the people like a fool. Like playing everybody off like fools by just putting out the little bits of propaganda information. Now, I've tried, and I've watched all his interviews, and I continue to watch his interviews, Eric, and I debunked the little fucker. He's a false fucker. He's obviously a government shill. I don't even know what shill is, or a government animal farmer. He's an animal farmer, so he's false, man. He's got flags written. He's dirty all over him. He's making lots and lots of money. Him and his little boys are making tons. There's no such thing as money, but they're sure putting a number in his account. But yeah, you could donate now, Eric, if you want to.
Wow.
And he's actually revealed nothing. He's been no information.
I mean, I've heard you say this story before.
Yeah.
And then this article talks about how much money he's raised, but beyond that, there really is nothing.
Nothing. He's been doing this for 2-3 years now, and he's been giving you the same smidgen answers to anything and everything. People have been coming. He's given that little boy smirk. He reminds me of an Elon Musk. He's another fraud agent. Keep the propaganda spinning for NASA.
Now,
he wears a NASA jacket, a NASA hat. He's got NASA stuff. The dude works specifically for, just like Elon Musk, for NASA. He himself is another clony boy, another little drip on somebody's whore leg. He's just nasty. He's nasty human.
This is what Kate Perry says about aliens. I believe in aliens, she told GQ for a 2014 cover story. I look up into the stars and imagine how self-important are we to think that we are the only life form. Now, first of all, I'm going to back that up by Katy Perry. I'm not a Katy Perry fan, but
yeah.
I look up in the stars too, and I say to myself that there's just no way we're the only living species in the whole gigantic planet of this world, galaxies, everything. I just can't.
Yeah.
For me, I just can't believe we will be the only thing that is life. Just here. Just I don't care if you think it's round, flat. I don't give a shit if you think it's round or flat Earth. I don't care about that. I just don't think we're the only life. So I can see that. So any life that's beyond this planet would be considered aliens. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
When you think of the word alien, it doesn't automatically mean a gray green creature with round faces. A plant life from another world is an alien to this world.
Anything alien is anything's not registered in your maritime law land. If you're not registered as a citizen in your maritime law land, you are considered an alien. So an alien's a real loose word to use. So aliens could be anybody.
I gotta do a fast shout out. Voynich has opened up another channel, but what I like about another channel, it's not a backup channel. He's actually made a cooking channel.
That's cool. I'll watch it.
I love that. Listen, I have another channel that I admit I have done nothing with it. I had another channel called The Morning Coffee Diet where I was cooking eggs. I was cooking some food. So I had another channel that,
up.
So,
absolutely.
hey,
I'll watch it.
Awesome.
I'm watching things that are not garbage. I will watch Voynich's fucking cooking channel. Guarantee you. I enjoy watching him. I like watching him fucking throw shit around.
I like what Comic-Con says. Well, they have put the asteroids in Egypt.
That was me.
For heavy. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And Comic-Con's going to try to. Comic-Con's going to try to come on our show one day this week.
We get rid of him on. He don't come on nobody's. If you look at this one, There's a this thing has continuously. I mean, for me, and I misremember, so guarantee that right off the bat, I have a problem with memory. The sunlight and the angels in air waves, not waves. See, it says waves. It's changed. It's inverted. The light within that sun there keeps changing. Angels in airways is one of my controls. The covers constantly change. There's a light, except the sunlight that comes through that is always changing for each whatever. In my head, people, it don't mean it's real, but the colors change. They're like the Verve. The Verve.
I do gotta correct you on something.
What's that?
Tomicon is going to try to come on. We already text each other that.
That's a hard to get on.
No, when he has the time, I told him let's jump on because I would love to have some fun conversation with him. You know, yeah, we're about fun. We're not going to get serious, and I'm not going to tell anybody on how you should think. You have every right to think what you want to think. That's what this channel is about. You will not ever be criticized on this show. Okay. Now this is Hell Berry. Now anybody knows Hell Berry. This is what she says about aliens. I don't believe we are the only species in existence. She told David Letterman in 2014. My ego doesn't tell me that we're the only ones who survived. It might take us 20 years to get those other life forms, but I think they are out there. Now, first of all, reading this small little paragraph, there must be something more because what is she talking about? It might take us 20 years to get those other life forms. I don't know exactly what she's talking about right there, but you know, oh man, here's Tom Cruise. I gotta read these next. Tom Cruise and William Shatner. I gotta hear what Tom Cruise and William Shatner thinks about aliens. Okay, here's Tom Cruise. Forget Halle Berry. Fuck her. Never mind. Who cares about her? Okay, Tom Cruise. Are you really so ignorant as to believe we are alone in the universe? Now, first of all, he's basically saying, are you idiots to believe that we're the only ones alone in the universe? Now, I believe we are the only ones, but I would never call people idiots. He shouldn't use that. That's dumb. Especially a guy who is in Scientology. But who cares? He told a German newspaper while promoting War of the Worlds 2005, Million of Stars, and we're supposed to be the only living creatures. No, there are many things out there we just don't know. Now, first of all, his end paragraph. No, there are many things out there we just don't know. That is 100% correct. That's a fact. I mean, that can mean anything. That can mean even here on Earth, like you're talking about the album changing cover. Yeah. There's many things we just don't know. We don't know. Now, he shouldn't say people are idiots to believe because there's a lot of flat earthers who believe the stars are fake. So there are people who believe that there is no universe. So calling people names should never be called. He should have done that. But there are things out there we just don't know.
Yeah, I think. I mean, you know my view on it. I'm strong. I'm a big push for the interdimensional. There's nothing beyond a certain area, but everything's within the same space. We have different dimensions within the same space, so you can have anything and everything. I just don't think they're little fucking green guys with fucking weird ass heads, or I just think they're. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be energy. You could have.
So basically, you're the second part of it. No, there are many things out there we just don't know. So yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you don't believe in that part. There's parts of that I do believe, and it's fine. Yeah. We have different thoughts on that. Perfectly fine. Now, this is William Shatner. I got to know what Captain Kirk thinks.
Here we go.
Okay? There is no doubt that there is life out there. The mathematics of it leads you to that absolute conclusion. So basically, right now, he's using math as proof that there is life out there. Okay? Let me finish this in my mind. There is no doubt that the universe teams with life in all its forms. But why they would come visit here and let themselves be known to everybody is beyond my sense of logic. Now, first of all, okay, let's just say life exists, which I do believe there is life out there. I do believe that. Yeah. Now, if they have spaceships to be able to come here, that means they're intelligent. First of all, let's just say that they're intelligent. If they can have machines, that means that they have machines to come here. Now, first of all, we have radar, but if they got machines that can fly here, I'm sure they got stuff to where radars can't catch them. So they know how stupid man is. So they know they can't show themselves because they know that man is pathetic and they won't. Men will shoot first, ask questions later. They would know this. If they have the technology to come here, it's not like they're going to come here and show themselves, say, hey, let's be friends. Yeah. They know how stupid man is. That's why one of the best movies ever is Starman, where you would send an individual as like you, Bob, like us sending you somewhere to study. Should we come here? That's how they would do it, even in the first place. So, what do you think of the comments from William Shatner?
Yeah, William Shatner is a piece of shit. I love his acting. I love his others. I don't like this avatar here. I'm weird. I'm not from here. I'm fucking Sagittarius. So this fucking Orion Spur version of this cocksucker is, to me, just a piece of shit. Now, number one, he doesn't have hair. He's bald, and he has a fucking wig on. So any man walking around with a wig on, number one, hits my red flag. So he's a fucking liar at face-to-face value. So the liar starts to use math. Now, there's a math equation. There's actually a math equation for aliens. I'll come up with it in a minute. I got it in my notes somewhere, but there's a mathematical equation for alien. It's how you use the whatever math for the equivalent of there's how you find aliens. So he's quoting all of the science, the proof that aliens through mathematics, the probabilities between this and this variable. That he's not saying anything. He's as bad as what's his name? There's a famous physicist, Dr. Bukkake. There's Dr. Bukkake, and there's Up the Ass Tyson, and then there's William Shatner, and so they're all in the same bed together in the same bed of lies. Again, they're all part of the same guild system. So you're faced with lies on top of lies. So anybody who comes at me with a math equation first for aliens, I want to walk away, especially if they have a wig on, a fucking woman's wig on. So I'm not a big fan of William Shatner at the present moment. However, he's a great actor, and they're all they're just actors. Well, this actor is giving you an answer. The other actor is giving you an answer. They're all idiots. They're probably Scientologists. The souls are in a volcano.
First of all, like you said, Captain Kirk, William Shatner is Captain Kirk.
Yes,
that's flat out. That's flat out. But first of all, when you say math, first of all, he's not a scientist.
No, he's an actor.
I know 9 times 9. So Bob, people could show me this math that proves it, right? I wouldn't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. Right. I really wouldn't. Now, William Shatner one time said he knows how to fix the water issue in California.
Oh, does he?
He does. He says it's easy fix. Right. Why don't we put a pipeline all the way from the state of Washington, which I live in, and we can take all that rain, and it's like it doesn't work that way, right? I mean, it doesn't work that way because even here in Seattle, Washington, even though people think that it rains a lot of your water you get comes from the melted snow that's actually in the mountains. Okay, yeah. We even in Washington sometimes that we get a drought where we can't just use as much water we want. It doesn't work that way. You just can't put a pipe and say, hey, that fixes California's problem. Because if you took all the water from Washington to give to California, Washington would be a dry state.
Yeah, and it's not going to California. It's going to California, but it's going to Southern California. It's going to fucking Hollywood. It's going to Los Angeles. Eric and I are from the Central Valley, California, where they have been stealing our fucking water for the longest time. And it's the breadbasket of the fucking planet, back of the turtle, this cube. It's the breadbasket, and they're stealing the water. They're taking food from people. So the Hollywood and those other cocksuckers who live down there in fucking in Los Angeles could have water, and so they could have large mansions and all their clusters of filth, but they could have water. Now they want to take it from Washington. Eric's correct. They want to take it from Washington. William fucking Shatner, which is not his real name, by the way. It's probably Leibowitz or some weird shit. But yeah, he wanted to fucking build a pipeline and push water through and steal it from another state. So Washington shut it down. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Go back to your fake sex. Go get a new fake weave, buddy. Go away.
Hey.
Beam you up, Scotty.
All because you're a great actor, you're a great musician, doesn't mean you know everything, okay? Look at our politicians. Not even our politicians are considered good politicians. Oh, God, no. I mean
they're the same fucking idiots. Well, at least they had enough sense to say, no, idiot, you're not getting no fucking you're not getting the water.
It doesn't work that way. You could have all the rain you want, but a lot of our drinking water comes from the snow. And we have had years where the snow was so horrible that we actually had a drought, even in the state of Washington, even with all the rain. It's
the good news now nobody's flooded everything.
What they do is what I don't understand about. I know we're not talking about California, but if you live in California, why not continue creating the technology to turn ocean water into drinking water? They could do that. They even have that now. Concentrate on that. I mean, you got all the water in the world right there. You just got to learn how to take the salt out to drink it.
Yeah, they have that, Eric. They have that. We had it on the ship.
They had that technology. Just create it where it's easier to use. What's this? What did he say? He did sing "Lucy in the Sky," Diamonds. He knows something.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does. But he does have sex with green people, so you don't know what he does. We don't know.
So let's go down to who's this? Demi Lovato. I don't know who this person is. The pop singer. I guess it's a pop singer. The pop singer comments to Seth Meyers in 2014 about aliens started off much like the others, but then it got weird, huh? Levito told Meyers that she saw an extreme convincing documentary. Oh, hey, we all know documentaries are true. If you make something in a documentary, you know it's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Mermaids and explain they might be alien species that lives in parts of the Indian Ocean we have never explored before. Now, first of all, right there. Okay. Now, there are parts of the ocean that we never explored. That is true. Yeah. Indian Ocean. And if you saw a mermaid, that could be a possibility. If there is a mermaid, that it could be an alien. Okay, that's fair. Apparently, she added Christopher Columbus had actually seen 3 mermaids on the way to America. Now, hold on. Now, I have saw movies about Christopher Columbus. You know, in the beginning, Christopher Columbus was supposed to prove that the world is not flat, it is round. But then we learned he went to America to get spices, and he killed Indians from diseases just for spices. So now, I never heard this story, Bob. Did Christopher Columbus, is there actually some kind of article that says on the way of his journey, he saw 3 mermaids?
No, what I heard was he saw some unidentified flying objects in the sky. So I heard in our debunking class that Christopher Columbus, which is really not his name. Anyway, he had he saw unidentified flying objects in the sky, and he had logged it in his logbook. But it could be anything. I saw 3 of them today. They were up in the sky and transparent, and they had a small plume of white line behind it. And I'm watching it just fade into nothingness. It pops into appearance, then it fades into nothingness. So technically, I saw 3 unidentified flying objects just today alone. So cocksucker could probably have saw the same thing. Maybe he saw the chemtrain planes.
Well, look, Christopher Columbus / CC equals 33.
He's good at the numbers. Yeah. Good job, man.
Now, first of all, anything that comes out of the mouth of Khloe Kardashians and Kendall Jenner, fuck these people. Their tweets about seeing UFOs, pretty self-explanatory, huh? You guys, I swear I just saw a UFO. Chloe, I believe. You guys, I swear I just saw a UFO. First of all, you Kardashians, you didn't see shit. I'm sorry. I'm serious. Anything that comes out of their fucking mouths ain't true. Chloe, I are freaking out right now over this UFO situation. They're probably taking their drugs, smoking some weed, saw an airplane go across them, thinking that's a UFO. I'm sorry. I don't believe anything for the Kardashians because they're all about publicity. So
yeah,
I'm sorry. Oh, Nick Jonas. Now the Jonas Brothers, they're very religious, right?
Oh yeah, the Jonas Brothers are religious.
Let's see what the Jonas Brother guy says. That a religious family, which I got nothing against a religious family. So guys, don't take that out of content. Nick Jonas, they're from a very strong religious family. So I want to hear what he says. The former Jonah brothers, through still Jonah brother to Joel and Kevin, whatever, has discussed what he remembered as a UFO sighting from his teenage years. I was in my backyard in LA. Oh, right there in LA. Okay. You see something over LA, it's a ship. Okay. And I looked up in the sky and saw 3 flying saucers. Okay. Maybe. Jonas told This Morning, a show on the British network ITV in 2015. I looked up at my friend and said, "Are you seeing this or am I losing my mind?" His friend apparently confirmed he was seeing the same thing. Then I went online and looked up, and there was 3 identical sightings 2 weeks ago. Now, first of all, I'm not saying bullshit on the story because I really don't know. But once I read that sign, you saw 3 flying objects in LA. First of all, they could be 3 helicopters looking for murder because in LA, there's a lot of murders. You know, there's a lot of helicopters looking for people getting murdered. It's probably cops killing another black person. Who knows? We don't know. But what I'm saying is, if they were saying they were back in the woods, I don't know, Idaho, okay. But in LA, I don't know. Because anything comes out of LA, 3 identical would have been seen by a lot of people. Yeah. That would have been a news article everywhere because it was LA. So yeah. I'm going to say they were smoking some weed and they saw 3 helicopters looking for a shooter. But I don't know. It could be true, but I don't know, Bob. Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, if you live in LA, Eric and I are from California. We know all about Los Angeles. We know all. Trust me, we're not just putting down a place that we don't know about. We are familiar with California very well. Yeah, I think they're possessed by dumb. So when you go to LA and you live there, you're immediately possessed by dumb. So you're an idiot when you walk around. I say bullshit. Yeah, you know, they're idiots there, and they'll say anything for any cover for anything, just to have even just to have their name put out there for publicity. Bad publicity is good publicity, whatever. No, man. Again, if you could see what I see with the fucking contrail fucking whatever thingies up there that make those little lines. And today I saw one that was transparent. I saw 2 that were transparent. So I don't give a shit what they claim they see now. Like UFOs, well, they're daily now. What? And they want special, they want a cake for this? They want a cookie? They're idiots. They can't see what other people see. UFOs from LA, yeah. They could be from LA. They could be built on a set with little copter thingies and flying around.
Now, I'll do this one other person, and then we'll go on to the next subject. But this one sounds interesting. This person's name is Fran Drescher. I don't know who this person is, but hold on. Most famous for her role in Fran Fine on The Nanny. Now, to be honest with you, I've never watched The Nanny, so I don't know this actress or act. Is Fran a girl's name or boy's name? Oh, she's a nanny. I guess it's a girl.
Girl.
So Drescher once told. So this was interesting. Drescher once told Quiet the romantic love story regarding ex-husband Peter Mark Jacobson. It involves alien abduction. This is why I got to read this one. You know, it's funny because Peter and I both saw aliens before we knew each other. Okay, so Bob. So first of all, before I finish the story, now, how lucky are you in life that you get to see an alien? I never saw an alien. Now, the person who you're gonna marry and get divorced actually saw an alien before you even met. That's rare. That's luck.
Yeah,
that's luck.
Nice.
Okay. Now,
That's
doing the same thing, driving on the road with our dads. Okay, so they're both driving with their daddies. We were both in junior high. Wow, high, driving the car with their daddies. Okay, a few years later, we met and we realized that we had the same experience. Okay, let's find out. I think that somehow we were programmed to meet. Okay, I can see that. We both have this scar. Now, I don't see a picture of a scar, but it's the exact same scar on the exact same spot. Okay. Now, we'll get back to that part. Jacobson apparently explained Drescher scar as a result of something far more ordinary, like a drill bit injuring or a burn from a hot cup. I said to him, "That's what aliens program us to think," Drescher said. But really, there were the chip. That's what the chip is. Okay, now first of all, hold on. Okay, now in the beginning of the story, right? I want to say the story would have been bullshit to the part where they both have the same mark. Because if an alien, Bob, if you got abducted, you have a mark on your tattoo, and if they're gonna do that to somebody else, they probably would have the same mark.
Yeah.
Okay? But where they start to get crazy is chips in the arm. Okay, come on. Okay, if there's a chip in the arm, if both of you had chips in the arm, where are those chips? What do they look like? Did somebody take those chips from you? It's funny you say there's a chip in the arm, but where's the chips?
Yeah, no. I don't think they, I wonder if they've got all their kidneys. They should probably check. If I were to take a wild guess at it as somebody that debunks, they were probably picked up by some Chinese spacecraft, and then they had their kidneys removed by the Chinese, and then they were sold on the black market. So I'm thinking that they've had their organs removed and sold. Yeah, and they labeled them like famous people potentially. So yeah, I think the scar might be around where the kidneys are. They should really think about that. They probably had their organs harvested.
Can I get an S&V chip?
Well, I did a thing, Eric. I sent you a clip, by the way, about the Elon Musk kind of a chip thing. So yeah.
Okay. Maybe is it
Is there
footage of Elon Musk in it, or is it just a footage of you?
No, just me talking about it. It's just as a 1 minute long, because you wanted to do like a news segment. I was going to start.
No. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up in a second. What I'll do is I'm going to play an intro to Grandpa's World, little story. Yeah. While I do that, it's only a minute story. I'll go find your clip and I'll have that ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this next segment of the show, guys, is called Grandpa's World. Stories from Grandpa's World. Grandpa's World does little minute clips of little alien abduction stories, different kind of stories, and they're only a minute long. I love the guy because he's telling stories that he have heard through real people, real blue collar people. These aren't like Newsweek. These aren't celebrities. He's telling stories that he has heard, and I'm more than likely to believe a story from a guy like this from a Newsweek channel. So here's a small little intro I put together. That's my little intro for people are like, what the fuck was that?
That's pretty good.
I like it. Okay, this guy is called Grandpa's World. He's gonna give me a minute story. This one's called
Grandpa's World, and I'm Grandpa.
Hold on. This is called Dakota saw aliens starting at her through the window. Okay, so there's a person he knows named Dakota who saw aliens through the window. Okay, so Bob, can you see the screen?
I can see the screen. This is
Here we
good.
go.
Hello, welcome to Grandpa's World, and I'm Grandpa. Today we're going to do a UFO on was Dakota kidnapped. Dakota was curled up in the window seat reading her book. Her kids were asleep in their bedrooms, and all the lights were off except for her reading lights.
Oh.
As she was reading her book, she saw something out of the corner of her eye. The hairs on her neck stood up. She immediately got up and got goosebumps. She didn't see anything, so she continued reading. When her whole bedroom lit up like a bright white light caused by 3 round spheres the size of basketballs, she could hear a humming noise coming from them. They stopped moving, and then they vanished. Dakota looked at her phone. It was 10:34 p.m. She told herself that she had just fell asleep and had a dream. As she got up, she looked out her bedroom window one last time. She felt like her heart had stopped. Outside of her window looking in were 2 extraterrestrials standing about 4 feet tall, big heads, black, slanted eyes, no nose, only holes for noses. She felt angry and terrified. Then they just vanished from her sight. At the same time, something cold grabbed her arms and legs. She struggled to get free from them, or grasp, but she failed. She could no longer move. She felt something cold in her skull. Felt like somebody was touching her brain. Dakota was truly scared. She passed out. She woke up the next morning with a screeching headache. Something happened that night. Dakota told me she would never be the same again. Like always, I change the names of the people's stories. If you like it, please subscribe. Hit the like button, all that good stuff. That's it for Grandpa's World Day. See you next time. Have a good
Oh, I hit pause. That's from Grandpa's World. And he's our good friend of the channel. So every what we're gonna start doing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are actually gonna we're gonna play. Hold on. I'm trying to I'm just want to copy and paste his YouTube page and put it in the StreamYard.
That's good. I like a little.
And I apologize for the timeouts in it. That's because that when I was pulling up your other video, it kind of like it was too many things going on. So Grandpa's World is going to be part of our show. I'm going to be Grandpa World and just putting in the chat every middle of the show. I'm going to be playing. Like I said, I'm going to be playing his video.
That's pretty good. That's pretty freaky. I heard stories of people talk about aliens at their. There's still an argument that these things. Now, on the flip side of that coin, people, these aliens, there's a growing consensus that, and a small whatever, that they're actually demons. They would call them, or the jinn from the Middle East, the jinn, demons. Interdimensionals, what have yous. There's always that distrust. Now, anybody who takes you away without your permission, in my book, is bad. Now, I talk about how they've had beautiful experiences about, unless they're injecting you with some kind of Superman hormones and making you badass, your sense of security has been invaded and you've been fucked with. So, I'm not seeing anything good about witnessing or being being an experiencer of an alien. Again, I'm still thinking about them being interdimensionals coming in from another timeline, just kind of fucking with people. If in fact they were true, I've got some body marks that I can't explain. I don't know. I don't feel like I've been hurt. I feel like I've gotten better and stronger. So by not seeing anything, I don't know. I haven't seen anything bad. However, in my opinion, there's something not good about it. There's just something not good about it. My opinion only. Maybe some people are like, they showed up in these beautiful white robes. They had long hair and they were voluptuous, and the men were statuesque and tall, and they kicked the hacky sack over to me, and we all played bongos and sung beautiful songs. Hoomba rah. Just not buying it, man. Not buying it. Just my opinion, throwing it out there.
No, like I said, what I love about Grandpa's World, his stories aren't long, and he gets these stories from other people. So these are, like I said, these are blue collar people just like ourselves.
Regular
He's on
people.
Newsweek, and every show we do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, somewhere in the middle, we're gonna play a clip of Grandpa's World. So hopefully you guys like that little intro. He's such a great guy. And he really is. And I would love, seriously, I don't tell people, I'll put their sub channel in there. I don't kind of like tell people you should sub these people or not. But Grandpa World, for me, guys, sub Grandpa World. He's just that nice little guy. He has minute stories, and I want him to keep creating these stories, and he's allowing me to play them. So as saying thank you to Grandpa's World, sub that man. He's a great man.
Yeah, laid back casual.
Now, Bob, I'm gonna play your clip. I'm gonna pull it up. Now, before we play this clip, tell us a little bit about this clip, or do you want me to play it and like pause it in the middle for you, or what?
You and I were talking about. I was going to do a segment where I was just going to read the weirdest news that I find, and have a small discussion on the show instead of just you popping up a newspaper clip like you always do. I was just going to do a little. It's a stupid entry to it, and then I did a little bit. Then I started talking about a subject, but it's under a minute. That way we could discuss it during the show. But it's just it's an experiment. I don't know. It's an experiment.
No, it's not an experiment. Like I said, we're trying to make the show a little bit more formal. A little bit more clips and stuff. So kind of like, hey guys, this is what you expect. News stories, alien stories. You know, we want to have some fun. This is what it's about. So here we go. Hold on. What is this? Everyone sub everyone power in numbers. Yes. We'll definitely sub him. Yeah, he's a great guy. Just sub him.
Why not? You're gonna hurt you.
Listen, what Grandpa World proves is it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if you're young, old, middle age. If you have a story, don't be afraid to say it. And that's what I love about him. He's older than us. He knows that.
Yeah.
But he's not afraid to have a story. And the man is such an honest man. He goes to work to help. You know, he still works. He can't even retire. He goes to work every day. You know, so I love a guy like that he takes care of his family. He takes care of his grandchildren. He still goes to work every day, and he makes time to make a small video. I want to support people like that. I really do.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's Bob's little clip. I want to make sure that the volume's up. Here we go.
Welcome to What the Fuck News. Elon Musk is at it again. He's going to put an implant in your brain like he did with a pig.
I saw that article.
More memory. We're just going to ignore the problems and just put a chip in and tell you everything's okay. So when you walk around with your back all crippled, like you won't even feel it, to the point where one day you might fall on the ground. You know, pain is good. It reminds you something's wrong. But we're going to bypass that with a nice chip. Just like that. That's it for the news for today. We're going to talk about Elon Musk, piece of shit that he is. Maybe if you're lucky, you might be put in space in a car or with your brain chip.
You know.
That's it.
I saw that, Bob. I actually saw that article where he wants to put something in there, and it's supposed to be like that little thing you put in your car. It tells you what's wrong with the engine. He really wants to put this in people's heads, and it's supposed to tell doctors or whoever what's wrong with you.
They've got things like that already. They've got things like that already. They've got these little micro pills that you can take, and then you shit them out. You don't have them in your system. They've got heart monitors that register to a computer. They've already got the technology. So homie wants to put it in a brain of a pig already. And so now they're picking up the brain waves, and that's all it's doing is picking up synapses. If you know anything about science, you know it's just picking up synapses in the pig's brain. So he wanted to do it for people with the cripple, like they've got like maybe a back injuries, and But here's the thing, though, and I've joked about that on this video. If you can't ignore damage, you can't have something that bypasses the damage, because then you're gonna go out and jump fences and climb shit. My back is great. No, it's not. It's fucking, you've got bone on bone or whatever it is. It's gonna lie to you, and you're gonna injure yourself more. So you're not fixing the problem. You're just ignoring it. To me, it's another drug. It's another fucking opiate. To ignore the pain, to ignore the problem and ignore the pain. So he's going to put this in your brain. Now, if it goes into your brain and it gives you a stimulus, an electrical stimulus in certain areas, they can control you. They can even go into your pleasure sensors. They can actually simulate cocaine. They can simulate pretty much any drug you need, but you don't need a drug if you just put this in your fucking brain. No, man, it's not good for your brain. You're sending extra electricity into your brain. Your brain has a natural synapses ritual it goes through for each and everything you do, right down to realizing you've got an erection from the peptides in your legs. So your body has its own system that's perfect. God made it perfect, or the fucking lampshade made it perfect.
Well, read this, Bob. Read what Scott just says. My son is epileptic, and they're going to put like a pacemaker for his brain that's Bluetooth.
No, they have those already. That's existing. Yeah, what it does is it sends a little zap in there when he has that exists. That's current. This is more. No, you're correct. Thank you for saying that, because that's what I was talking about. They've got modern medicine for things like this, and they're effective. What he's wanting to do, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it. People asked him during the interview, can you record dreams? Yeah, you can record dreams. You could enhance dreams. They've done research. They've done things in your brain to manipulate you, to make you even piss yourself. So you want to put this in your brain, connect it to a computer. And if you have access to the cloud can come inside of you. The cloud. Now imagine, what's her name? The girl from the Hunger Games. I can't remember her name. Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence
had all her private nudes posted all over the cloud. Every child and every man on the fucking and woman on the back of the turtle saw her nudes. Now imagine you're connected in your brain to the freaking cloud, and everybody knows your emotions. Everybody knows what you're thinking. Pretty much Big Brother is in your head, so your neighbor knows what you're thinking, what your brainwaves are. They're going too far. He put it into a pig and it's really done nothing. But they picked up synapses in the brain. They've got things now that work. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Now he's trying to do something. He's just thinking something like in the future. He's a hacker joke. He's a fake fraud.
I think he's trying to do like the Asian market, where we invent it and they make it smaller. So he's just trying to make it smaller, less expensive to make, so he can make more profit, because they can sell a lot more. Because then they could just shoot it with the like giving a shot. Boom, it's done. Kind of like a vaccine in a lot of ways. Just bam.
Yeah. They do have temporarily things like somebody was talking about with their son with epilepsy.
Yeah, he said it hooks to the nerve in the back of the neck to the brain.
Yeah, they have things now. They're effective and they work great. But what he wants to do is he wants to get he's attempting, and I'm saying he don't do it. He's attempting to get it a little bit more. He wants a little bit more. Now, I'm not worried about it. I think he's full of shit. He can't do anything. I think the guy's the biggest con man on the planet, because number one, he's got a fake CGI car in space, so he's already a liar. So if you're in a courtroom and one person lies once, then everything else is thrown out. So he's full of shit. This thing will not work. It's already existing technology. They already have this already. Somebody just mentioned they already have it. You just go to this gentleman on the sidebar and say, look, this is what they're using for the epileptic seizures. Also, marijuana and CBDs work for that too. Just throwing that at you.
No, this is fantastic. You know, I love it, giving different stories from different people. You had a story. You know, our other listener sent a story about the thing. So tomorrow, you know, people can watch it. We go to Horror Talk and we can see if you think there's actually a Mandela in it. So I love all these stories. So people in the chat, I'll put my email address there. So if any of you got an interesting story, I'm not here just to talk about one story. If there's 3 or 4, we'll talk about them all. So if you guys got interesting stories like that, aliens or anything, I don't care. There's the email address. Send me an email and say, hey, Eric, read this article. This might be crazy. And if it's crazy enough, we'll talk about it right on air.
Yeah. You know? So do me a favor, Eric. Bring up the NASA symbol.
NASA symbol.
Yeah. See what people think. It's in my mind, which is incorrect because I misremember. It keeps changing. Now, if you don't think it's changed, it hasn't. So don't think.
Which one you want me to click on? Click on.
Clip on any one of them. The circle in the middle, any one of them. There you go. So that circle has changed. That circle, and I mentioned this before. I've talked about it in the show before, and I mentioned it on my own shows. It's circling. Tomicon's in the sidebar, and he knows about the numbers. It's circling an A and the S. It never used to do that. Not too long ago, just recently changed in my memory, only my memory. Also, your little red dragon's tongue has also changed. It's changed its shape and size. That circle is incorrect. That circle was not that way. And it's circling an A and the S, and that comes out to A is 1 and S is 19. So you have 911 backwards. You have 911 on this backwards. I did not find this, by the way. Somebody else, I identified, I was like agreeing that there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with the circles. And then somebody else in Britain goes, hey, wait a minute. It's circling the A and the S. Isn't that? Oh, shit. It is. It's 911 backwards. But the circle changed. The symbols have changed. You guys, I don't know. Nobody's talking about it. No one's mentioned it at all. In fact, in my mind, that circle was in the other direction and larger. It was this way and larger, but I don't think anybody's going to remember that. One of the many things that it keeps changing. Now, I want you to bring up, Eric. I want you now after this, because to me, the circle's inverted. It's going from the left corner to the right corner. It used to go from the right to the left. Or here, hold on.
Real quick. Robert Alex, I want to talk about Hunt for the Skinwalker. Actually, there's a documentary about the hunt on the Skinwalker that I was going to watch tonight and talk about this on Wednesday. So cool. The Hunt for the Skinwalker is going to be a conversation that we're going to talk about on Wednesday. And there is a documentary about skinwalkers. So just wanted to say that real quick. Okay, here we go. Here's
Tommy got it. So you guys, he got it. It's obviously, he got it real clear. So that's significant, and it was not too long ago of a change. People just don't pay attention. It doesn't mean anything. So if you also could go to Eric, the Playboy Bunny. Go to the Playboy Bunny. The Playboy Bunny symbol.
Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Playboy symbol.
Playboy Bunny symbol, yeah, the bunny.
Hold on. Let me just remove this for a second because I don't want to make sure it doesn't show naked Playboy people. And then
yeah, be careful.
Playboy bunny images. Let's see here. Okay, there's no naked people. I'm serious because YouTube will shut you down for Robert Alley. Yeah. Skinwalkers and Wednesday. I was saving your thing for Wednesday. That's a whole hour conversation we could just have on Skinwalkers. I didn't want to put Skinwalkers in this show today just for 10 minutes. Here we go.
I look cool there. So there's the bunny. Now the big complaint right now is that people say they don't remember the bow tie. I for a fact remember a bow tie. But that's not the thing. Everyone keeps screaming about the bow tie. The bow tie. I don't remember the bow tie. I remember the bow tie. There's a big conflict between the bow tie. It isn't the bow tie or the fucking this is what the change is, but people's minds don't fucking see it. That bunny's face is pointing in the wrong direction. It used to point the other way. Even the eye is incorrect. The eye is wrong. But the bunny's face point, and I misremember, so don't take anything I say seriously. I actually have a fucking memory problem, but my lack of memory is telling me that bunny's face is also pointed the wrong direction. There was a time when everything switched directions, including the NASA fucking circle. That bunny's face was the other way. I can't find any residual because there's going to be no residual on it.
I typed in Mandela Effect just to see if there's a Mandela Effect picture of what they. I don't see anything with Mandela on Playboy.
And this is only me, so I'm incorrect. The best thing about everybody that don't remember it, you get to walk away feeling good about yourself because I fucking misremember everything. So my misremembering pointed that bunny's face was pointed the other way. And that's why they don't remember the bow tie. I just want to end an argument out there. I don't remember the bow tie. No, you remember the line that side. You don't remember a bow being on the left side. You've always remembered the bow being on the right side because the bunny's face was pointed the other way. Other way. And another one, Eric, type in Beach Boys cover Surf's Up. Beach Boys cover Surf's Up. Now, again, you guys aren't going to remember it like that, so don't. It's just me. So far, it's just me, which makes it wrong. So there it is. There's the Indian on the cover. He is pointed the wrong way. Everything is pointing to the left. Everything has switched sides. That head's horse used to be to the right, and now that native is going the other way.
What is this? The Star Trek communicator on their shirt is upside down now for me.
We got to get that one next. We'll get that one next. Remember that one. So the Indian is now walking the other direction. He's walking the other direction. He's walking west when he used to walk east. That's the way I've been thinking. Everything's going west. The bunny's facing west. The NASA symbol's facing west. The native now is facing west.
Here's a Wikipedia. And they have him facing the other way.
Oh, there's a residual. Nice. Yeah, that's the way he used to point. That's the way he used to
sculpture.
Okay, yeah, that's the original one. That's the way he used to point. On the album cover, he used to look that way. That's the way I remembered him being on the album cover. And now he's directions on the album cover.
End of the trail, they have him pointing the other way, but on the album, they have him pointing the other way. Interesting.
Yeah, it's switched. It's going the other way.
Yeah.
And people don't remember that. They used to remember, that's always been that way. Well, that's good. Then you're correct. Then you are 100% correct. I'm misremembering. So my misremembering used to be the other way in my head. But again, I could be dyslexic. That's easy. It's plausible. It's debunked. I'm dyslexic. So my mind is really reversed.
It is interesting if they're basing their cover off of this picture, off the actual, trophy, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Why would they flip it the other way? I mean, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Why would they? Now, maybe they did. Maybe, like I said, maybe they did. But why would you? If that's the original look.
Yeah.
And you can see they put words right there in that gold bronze picture, so if this is the correct way, because
I had that out.
Why would you put that gold little words on the other side?
I had that album, and so again, it could be dyslexia, guys. It could be brain fucking problems. So don't sit there and just get all mad at yourself. Don't even do anything. He was facing east. Thank you. He was facing east. Correct. Tomacon's fucking rocking. He was facing east. So again, Tomacon's probably got dyslexia like myself. So we're gonna go ahead and claim that. Now he's facing west. Everything keeps pointing to west. Everything. The rabbit. If you don't remember the rabbit's pointing west. The circle on the NASA symbol is pointing west. Everything's going west. So do the what do you say? The go back to the one with the Star Trek.
Oh, that's what I'm typing in right now.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I'm just seeing a pattern. A lot of things that were masculine have now become feminine. A lot of words that were feminine are now masculine. A lot of things have switched from masculine to feminine to masculine. Now, one side used to be longer than the other side, like the Freemasons.
That's here. I mean, that's like somebody buying it. So that's not from the show. I mean, this is from the newer show, the newer look. But here we go. There's Captain Kirk. Oh, here's a good one. All three of them.
Okay. Now I remember one of the corners being longer than the other. It was the old Freemason symbol in my mind, which is incorrect. One of the measuring implements on the Freemason symbol, you had the compass and the square. The compass was longer on one side. It was uneven. And so this original Star Trek had a longer point on one side, just like the Freemason compass. Obviously, it's all propaganda. So the one side was much longer. And so the Freemason symbol has changed. And I know people have been sending me emails because they watched somebody's show talking about the G never being there. That's fucking stupid. If you don't remember, that's dumb. That person's probably dumb and got mental problems. There's always been a G in there. However, the G is now a different font. There's a different font G in the middle of the Freemason symbol. And the Freemason symbol itself is the proportions are incorrect. And they're even on both sides. The compass is even on both sides, and the square is thicker. So the compass and square is now incorrect in my mind. One side of the compass was much longer. So you were doing, in my mind, let's just say hypothetically, I was a helmsman. That's how I know. So if Australia was much further down and you were in a plane of existence which was much larger, then your compass would be longer on one side because you're doing a longer distance. Now in this place, the compass is even on both sides. You're doing if you spin it, it'll be a smaller circle, which is kind of what we have now, a smaller space we live in. As before, the compass needle was much longer and it was much bigger. So pi was much larger. Much smaller. Now, this is showing the modern day. It represents the modern day Freemason compass. So it's even on both sides. Just putting that at you guys. Kind of cool, though. It's good to bring up.
Yeah.
It faces down for me. Okay. Wow. See, that's cool. It's upside down. Okay. We got another upside downer. Westworld. Okay. That's really cool. Mirror image, just mess with people. Everybody's got my mind is fucked up. The symbol was silver. Well,
Hero, yes, everything is being corrected to fit the sound and function, but a very strict set of parameters now.
Yes.
Since it cannot create, it is narrowing things down to prevent fluctuation.
There's a good. Hey, that's a damn good answer. That's a damn guys. We always give our opinions. Everybody has one. Don't disrespect. Don't say no. Just take his information. Take my information. Write it down and then throw it away if it don't work for you. That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah,
that's the best thing you can do.
Star Trek is actually getting harder than ever because there's so many now. They're coming up with so many new shows of Star Trek. They're changing the symbol. They're changing this. So now you got all these different symbols in your head.
Yeah. And
it takes an older soul, kind of like a Tomicon, older people who know from memory exactly what it used to look like, because there's too many now. There's too many symbols now with Star Trek that's changing, I mean, with all these streaming services going on, everybody's making their own shows right now. Like on CBS All Access, you got a prequel Star Trek series where Spock is a teenage. I don't know, a sister of Spock. Then you have Picard's own show. You got so many different shows now.
Yeah.
So many different symbols. Now it's harder than ever to like, what did the symbol used to look like? Because now you're seeing too many different kinds.
Yeah. Yeah. And there was let me see. One more thing I found in we're not into the Bible stuff, but it's kind of fun. I found a weird thing in the Bible, Eric. I wanted to see if I can. I'll grab it. It takes 2 seconds if you want me to read it off. And again, we're not going into religion, guys. We're not going into the. I'm just going to tell you about something that's kind of funny that Eric wants to hear about.
We'll do a religion on another channel, another show. Maybe when Tomicon comes on, because Tomicon knows a lot about the Bible.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a show with him on the Bible kind of stuff.
Yeah. Let me just read this part off and see what you guys think. I gotta grab it. It takes 2 seconds, Eric.
No, Tomicon just wrote, since I don't watch TV for years or film, I don't forget the old ones I watched. Perfect. Because I've actually watched the Picard show. Well, in Picard show, he's not really with the fleet anymore. So you don't really see uniforms anyway.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Check this out, Eric. This is kind of funny. So this is the book that I got, remember, at your house. It's got a lot of cool shit. Somebody put a parentheses around this one. It was already in the book. I thought it was interesting, and I'm going to read this off. Guys, we're not going into religion, so I'm just reading this off and see what you think.
No, hold on. Tomicon wrote, I'm not religious, though, laugh out loud, but I like the Bible. That's awesome. I'm not religious either. So
he's decoding. He's like me. He's a Bible decoder. I'm not Christian. I'm pagan, but I'm a decoder, so I decode it. So I'm reading all the cool codes that are coming out of it. So here we go. I'm going to read this, and it starts with "and."
Okay.
Okay. And Adam gave names to all cattle. So cattle, like cows, Eric. So Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him. And help meet for him. I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read its full context. And capital Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him. So I thought that was interesting. I'm going to try to find out what that last sentence is. Found an help for him. I'm going to look at the actual Proto-Hebrew, which is Arabic translation, and see how it was translated, because it's really weird.
I'll be right back. I got to go run and get something real quick. Hold on.
Oh, go for it. And for those of you guys that want to see this, this is Genesis 3:20. Genesis 3:20. So there's cattle. Now, cattle is riddled throughout this book. It's cattle. Now there's cattle on the ark. There's cattle all through the book. Pretty much this book has a lot of cowboys in it. It's loaded with cowboys. So a lot of cattle talk, a lot of cowboy jargon is kind of floating through here. Those that can see it could see it. Those that can't see it. Now remember, this book was written by the English. It was retranslated not once, but now 3 times in 3 different books. So I'm going to go down to one of the chapels. It's several towns away. I got to go find the original translation and see what this is. But I'm going to do a comparison. But a lot of it's been westernized, and when I say Western, it also goes back to the bunny now facing west, the Native American on the back of the horse that's in Beach Boys is now going west, and the circle on the NASA symbol is going west. So basically, everybody's going west. As somebody put earlier, it's like Westworld. We're all going west. So a lot of things in here are translated over with cows and lots of interesting, wonderful things. I like cows. Cows eventually had become, in my philosophy, which is incorrect, are the whales. And whales are saving the planet, I guess, or dying off. Who fucking knows? Where the hell is Eric at? Anyway, I'll throw that guys at you. If you want to look at that one again, it is one more time. There's a whole lot of fun things to read in Genesis. Genesis, you can start with Genesis 2:17, Genesis 2:21, and Genesis 3:7. Oh no, yeah. I think it's Genesis 3:7. Yeah, Genesis 3:7. Genesis 3:7 has aprons. I think it's Genesis 3:7.
No, sorry about that. You know, so I was using this laptop. I got a little warning that said you're about to run out of power. So I had to go to plug in.
Oh, put it back on there. That's what he said.
He wrote, the cattle was the bullocks used, and the first letter of the alphabet was a cow head. The Sumerians attribute the thunderstorms in their region to bull hooves.
Yeah.
Can't talk today.
Cattle and bull, the same thing. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. It's just a translation. It's just a translation. It's an oh, I got feedback on your end, but it's just a translation.
Nice of you, Vinny. That's very nice of you. Yeah. So, you know what? I'm having such a fun time. We actually didn't get into the last part of the topics that I have written down. So I know we only got like 15 minutes left here, so we'll go into the last topic of the show, which is technically is the thumbnail of the show. The title of the show is called "Is the battle with the wolves or is it with the guinea pigs?" So basically, I wrote, "Who are the wolves and who are the guinea pigs?" And what I was trying to represent with that picture was, there's been a lot of people's there's been a lot of thumbnails, been a lot of pictures people are sending out saying the war is here, the war is here. We're in this battle. We got to fight now. We got to stand up, which I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying I'm disagreeing with anybody, you know, but the question is I had was, with all these thumbnails that I'm seeing about we're in this war, we're in this battle, you know, and my question is kind of honestly, who are the wolves? And who are the fighting? When I'm hearing about going to war, right? Who am I fighting? And guys, this is just a conversation. I'm not saying people are wrong or right about this battle, but when I'm reading stuff where we need to stand up now, we need to get into this battle, we need to fight the wolves. So my question is, who are the wolves, even in the first place? Yeah. Okay, so like when I saw this one picture, this person wrote, I'm not gonna say his name, I won't do that. He wrote, "Gotta stand up now. The fight is here. The fight is outside." So I got in my car, right? I got in my car. This is no lie. I got in my car. I got some coffee. I'm like, okay, I'm driving around. Who am I fighting? And that's what I mean is when people make comments like that, please let me know, who are we fighting? Who is the battle with, and how are we fighting? Look, the wolf was a traditional animal of Rome. Correct. So what I'm going to say is, I want the help from the chat. I'm willing to fight, but who am I fighting?
You're on your own.
If people say, well, we're fighting against Donald Trump. Say this. Hold on. That's fair, right? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Donald Trump,
actor.
You know a song, Bob, Green Day, American Idiot? That song was technically written for George Bush. I don't think that song should be written for George Bush. I think the song is written for Donald Trump because if you think that Donald Trump is behind the flu stuff, I'm not going to give that name any credit. The flu stuff. First of all, Donald Trump is too dumb for that. Because if you watch the earliest videos of Donald Trump, he even said himself, this is going to go away. Everybody's going to forget about it. He's not in on nothing. Okay. Now, if you want to say, Eric, Bob, the battle is with the Republicans and Democrat parties. Okay. Because Donald Trump is not a real Republican. He's not a real Democrat. He didn't even. Nobody told him because the guy is too much of an idiot to pull anything off in this world. Now, so I'm asking you guys from the chat, if I'm going to go out and battle, who am I fighting? I'm being honest. Who am I fighting? Now, Now, if you ask me, Bob, now this guy wrote Donnie Darko. Yeah. Donnie Darko. Now, if you tell me who we're really fighting, I'll give it an opinion. My opinion is that the government and where Trump is behind is creating an atmosphere where we're going to start using less cash, less money. Okay. Yeah. This is my opinion, because now when you go to places, forget about the virus stuff. We're going to places now, they're asking if you don't have an exact change, you got to use your card. You got to use your wallet. All right, you got to use your bank accounts. To me, the real battle is to get away from getting used to of having money, start using more digital currency. To me, my opinion is that's where the wolf is. My wolf is digital currency, because if you get rid of money, Bob, now think about this. If you're the government, right? It's all about money, right?
Yeah.
Think about this. Say you get rid of money. Everything is digital currency. This is how the government becomes more powerful. First of all, they make more money. You know how? Well, if they don't have to print money no more, you save money on printing money. You save money on printing coins. You don't have to worry about the dollar. Now, when you have digital currency, if you start buying everything on digital currency, if I start loaning you money, Bob, in digital currency, instead of me, well, you're in the UK, I can't just give you $20. But say you needed $20. I have to give you $20 in a digital currency, and guess what? They get to tax you for it. They get to make more money off of you. Yeah. You get to spend less of cash. They get to tax you more with digital currency. Hey, you go to your favorite strip club. You want to get digital currency. You want to get some women money. Guess what? They're going to tax you on it. To me, is where the wolf is. To me, that's what everyone's trained on. It's not about the mass. Not about this. It's about
bankers.
It's about bankers. It's about money, digital currency. Because right now, you go to stores now, it does say right there, if you don't have direct change, or some places are not even accepting cash anymore, digital currency is getting you programmed. Because, dude, once they go to 100% pure digital currency, dude, wolves on Wall Street, once they get more control of digital, their money easier, and they can tax you more, dude, that's where the wolves is. Everything else, the government, the Republicans, are they're all guinea pigs.
Yeah, they're all
fucking guinea pigs. It's the money, digital currency. It's the gold disappearing. Like Bob, you said, gold disappeared.
Long time ago.
Why? Long time ago. Because it's going to be all digital. What? I'm telling you guys, that's your battle. That's my opinion. And what does this person write? The money system is evil. All their evil possible through money, but the digital currency is total slavery. Yes. Dude, right now, like if you go, remember the wolf in the never-ending story. Yeah, he was the foot soldier, the nothing. He represents the anarchic forces that will keep the humanity down. Yes. So Bob, remember our aunt? Our aunt used to work at a casino.
Yeah.
Okay. She would say, if you win a certain amount, do not collect it, because then they'll tax you. You take a little bit out and you spin. Okay. But and that's the beginning of, you can say how taxes and digital money works. Where now they might say, well, Eric, we'll only tax you if you give somebody over 100 or 500. Okay, but look, with digital currency, Bob, I give you 20 here. I give you 20 there. They can say, hey, Eric, you've given Bob over $500 within the last month, which falls into where we're gonna have to tax you for you giving him money. Because right now with banks, right? Look at this. Wells Fargo Bank. Okay, you can transfer money to people, right? You can. But but they only give you a certain amount of transfers. If you transfer out of a certain amount, they charge you for transferring money, or you're not allowed to transfer because they said that if you transfer too much, they have to report it to the government.
Yeah.
Make sure you're not doing illegal things.
Yeah.
Now, if everything is digital currency, guess what? You're going to have to transfer more because you can't give cash to somebody. So I'm just saying, for me, that is where the real wolf is. Everything else is just guinea pigs. I really believe that this virus thing are all just guinea pigs to get you ready for the real war. And that real war is digital currency. And you know why that's beautiful? It's so beautiful, Bob, because there's no soldiers coming up to your door. There's none of that. They do it all behind the scenes. They're going to say one day, this, it's a perfect time, people. We're going to go to pure digital currency, and they're going to have it one day. Watch. I guarantee you, one day, you're not going to need cards anymore to pay for stuff. It's going to be your fingerprint.
Oh, God, yeah. If Elon Musk has his way, you're going to put your forehead into a scanner.
So when you hear that, Bob, when I talk about the wolf and the guardian or the guinea pigs of my belief, am I crazy, or you think I got something here?
No, you got something like combined with Elon Musk's brain fucking scan. As if you walk into a store, as soon as you walk in, it does a download onto your brain. It's already into your bank account. So as you walk in, there'll probably be a big ass, huge liquid TV kind of a thing. And it says, "Welcome, Robert Smith. You have $22 in your account." It'll put it on the wall. So everybody in the store knows how much you got because it'll put it all, everything about your life will be put into the cloud with that brain thing. Like you're talking about digital currency is just all part of the master plan of getting you everybody.
Master plan.
And once everybody's in the cloud, once you're all in the cloud, no matter what you like in China, where you get social media scores. Your whole life is based off social media. Your whole life is based off how you interact with other people. Everything you do is a social score. So everyone is in this place, in this fucking comic book. I call it a comic. It ain't real for me. It's all fake. But anyway, in this fucking fun-ass comic book we're living in, we're going into that direction, like Eric said. We're going digital. Everything's digital. Even as you walk into a place, your heart monitor is going to be in somebody's fucking computer in some hospital. So when you're getting irritated in the store, it can even alert the police to come to the store and say, there's somebody irritated in the store. Here's his name. Here's his address. He's at this store, at this place. Everything about you.
Yes. Or read this. You already know with your credit card ID chip, they know your movements when you carry it.
Everywhere you go. Once they put it inside of you, they'll know exactly what you're doing, where you are. You're going to have people protesting. Everyone asks me, well, how do I fight back? I fought back by using my social security number. Eric always gets tired of this one. My social security number at the Federal Reserve. I did it. And I got the corresponding routing from the Federal Reserve. And I went ahead on a fucking shopping spree and I paid off all my bills. It comes back at you. But I kept putting it back and I kept putting it back. And some of them held. So you could do that. It is not going to work probably 100%, but if everybody did it in bulk, if everybody has just started using your social security number, which is pulled out from the Federal Reserve System that owns you like a cow, if the cows start using their own worth and just start paying, if everybody started paying their mortgage off at the same time with their social security number, if everybody paid all their bills off with their own social security number, if everybody paid everything off with their social security number, you're going to see some shit really go fucking south fast. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, but nobody has enough balls to do it. I hear them talking about the mask. You don't have any balls. You're a pussy. You wear a mask. If you aren't a fucking pussy, then why don't you use your social security number like I did and paid off my house, not once, but 3 times, paid off all my student loans with it, paid bills off with it. Yeah, some of them came back, but I put it right back in the box. I kept repaying everything with it.
You know, this is how people are being trained. Also, it's kind of cool. I was watching YouTube this morning. I was actually watching the Fat Man. It's Kevin. It's that Kevin
Smith.
Kevin Smith. He has a show. They're talking about the superhero guy who died, which is sad. He died at 43 of colon cancer, right?
Colon cancer.
Okay. Now, but I was watching it, right, and they're talking about other subjects, about new shows coming out. And one of the things Kevin asked the other guy is, well, is this show coming out on TV or is it coming out on a streaming service? And the wife goes, 10 years ago, that kind of a conversation of something coming out on a streaming service, you wouldn't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Why am I bringing this up? It's because you're used to now streaming services, right? When you watch a streaming service, how do you watch it? You got to pay money. You're not paying it with cash. You're paying it with a digital currency. What I'm getting at is you're already being trained to digital your money over to things. Yeah. Now, regular TV is not regular TV anymore. It's all on apps, right? Apps on your phone. Even the Flat Earther guy has an app that when you pay for it, you pay for his Flat Earth. I'm not saying you should have it or not, but when you pay for it, you're paying it with a digital currency. So what I'm saying is you're already trained mostly now with young people. They know most young people never had the old-fashioned cable TV where you should go to a store and you pay cash. They're already used to paying everything on apps, on streaming services with digital currency. So it's already being trained on. Yeah. I know we're at our time, but what I'm saying is we're gonna have to what we'll do is we're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop there about digital currency. So people start finding information about digital currency, and when you started to use more digital currency versus your cash. And then maybe on Wednesday we talk about skinwalkers. We'll continue this conversation on the Wednesday because for me, this is where the big wolf is my opinion. And we could talk all day on it. Yeah. What I'm saying, I'm not saying it's not a cool app. What I'm saying is everybody is already being trained on paying for things through digital. That's what I'm getting at. All communities, every community's apps, this community, that community, you're already being trained to pay for things. So and once they take the cash away from you, that's when shit's gonna change. Yeah. So guys, we're gonna talk about that. We're talking more about on Wednesday with Skinwalkers. Tomorrow on Horror Talk, we're talking about the movie The Thing. And there was already an opinion of a guy who sent me an email talking about there might be a possible Mandela Effect in The Thing with the doc and the earring. So guys, watch it tonight. Check out the earring. I mean, I didn't even know the guy was wearing an earring. So I don't know if I'm gonna be good at this, but you guys might be good at it. And beyond that, today was awesome. It was kind of cool. And then, guys, if you have a news article that you want me to bring up, go into my description. My email address is there and say, hey, Eric, this might be a cool news article for your show. If it's cool, we'll talk about it. I'll do 2, 3. Yes, the original movie. Yes, The Thing. We're going to be talking about hold on. The John Carpenter's The Thing, because there is a 50s version of The Thing. We're going to be talking more about the John Carpenter's, but we will talk about the original 1950s version of The Thing also. And we'll talk a little bit about the prequel to it, a little bit about it. But mostly it's going to be about the John Carpenter's The Thing, about how awesome, beautiful the practical effects were. I don't want to get into it now because we're going to be talking about it tomorrow. But guys, please watch tomorrow. Even if you don't like movies, we have fun on the show. It's fun talking about some of these movies.
You do the same thing. It's kind of fun.
Yes, and we're going to be talking about the Skinwalker this Wednesday. So, guys, beyond that, this was fun. I had a great time, and that's it for today. And I'll see everybody tomorrow and Wednesday. Bob, anything you want to say?
Yeah, if you guys want to buy an app, if you guys want to buy anybody's app or anything, use your social security number, which is your bank account number, then use a routing number. Buy everything, buy all the apps, buy anything online. Just go, if it has electronics check section, use your social, or if you're overseas in some other country, use your whatever assigned number. Start using those numbers. Start using your own identification number because you have money put on you at birth. At birth, they put, Eric knows about it. We talked about it. In fact, I almost sent Eric about several $1,000s. We stopped because it was going too far with it. But you could do it. So if you want to buy an app from somebody, cool. Use your social security number. Use another number. Yeah.
Well, guys, beyond that, we'll see you tomorrow. Here we go.